My name is Normand Labrie. I am the interim dean of OISE for the coming academic year. My first interest was to study languages, and I studied German, so I ended up studying at Freie University in Berlin. As part of my undergrad studies, we went to observe classrooms in part of the city where there's a lot of immigrants from Turkey. The kids who were learning German and spoke Turkish or Kurdish or some other languages were seen as a problem by the institution. And for me, that was shocking. I thought maybe the school is the problem, maybe it's not the kids. And I think that triggered my interest to continue to work on those questions of multilingualism. My career, academic career, is studying different aspects of linguistic diversity. I'm interested by diverse societies where multiple languages are being used. So I call that linguistic pluralism. And I looked at that from different angles, from the political side, what it means in terms of the politics of languages, in sociological terms, what do societies do with multilingualism, and what do individuals do as well in their own practices. And in particular with the processes of minoritization, how some groups are being marginalized or oppressed because of their languages and language practices, and how people also find ways of resistance. The highlight, I think, of my career has been an opportunity I had in 2009 to teach underprivileged kids who were attending an after-school program in India. The curriculum was really print-based and script-based, and it didn't work well with all the kids. To find solutions, I experimented with different pedagogical methods to help the kids, in particular, who had challenges with print-based material, and I had a wonderful time. The kids were brilliant, they were very curious, they wanted to know. I felt I really had to be ready for all kinds of questions the kid would have and find ways to help them learn at the same time, and trying to make sure that we don't leave anybody behind, and to have the whole group understand that they were not in competition among each other, but we were all together trying to bring everybody at the same level so that everybody would learn. The kids were attending that school 5 nights a week for 3 hours a day for 4 years, and they all entered university later on, which was a great satisfaction for me to see. I came 30 years ago exactly. I was finishing a postdoc in Europe, and there was a position here in sociolinguistics. I will tell you something, I thought I would leave after a couple of years. Toronto 30 years ago was not what it is today. I thought there were places around the world which could have been more interesting, I think. But since I've been here 30 years with immigration, I've witnessed that about 100,000 new immigrants came to Toronto every year. So that means 3 million people followed me and came to Toronto, and they transformed the city. And the more I stayed here, the more I liked the way Toronto has evolved. Then OISE I've experienced a very supportive place, and I like the interdisciplinarity, the fact that we look at a broad range of issues in education from different angles, and this is something I value very much. I think to understand big issues, we need different perspectives, and that's what we do at OISE, and so I wouldn't leave for that reason. Yeah, I was very glad. I was happy. Like I've been here for 30 years, so I think I know OISE rather well, although OISE changes non-stop. OISE is a big and complex institution where we deal with difficult issues that affect society in different levels. I know that being dean is not an easy task, it's a lot of work, but I'm very glad to serve in that position. I like to contribute as much as I can to improve the conditions of our societies. And through education, also through some institutions, it's possible to give some directions. I'm not the one who decides of everything. I just want to express my perceptions, my opinion, my advice, and hopefully in some cases that brings to positive change.